Hi folks, we're back. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you or tell you if you're a beginner. I use this 50% alcohol and rubbing alcohol and 50% water. You can buy these at Walmart, a little spray bottle. Spritz it a bit, spray it a little bit, here and there. Get it soaked up a little bit will help you do these blades a little bit better, and especially if you have a piece of wood that's a little on the tough side. It helps softens it up. Okay, so what we're going to do here now is we're going to take care of this blade here. You got to be mindful how that grain's running. Okay, you want to just be very, very careful. The only thing we're trying to do is separate the two sides here with the blades. So let me do this. Let me just flatten this out, that where we cut it out here at the bottom here. Thin that out and kind of smooth that out a little bit. Alright, so what we're trying to do is take this, make this look like it's behind the big blade. Now we're going to turn it over and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make this is the back side here, okay? Let me mark that for you. This is the back side. I can't mark it too well. One thing, if you spray with that stuff, make sure you do all your markings ahead of time because you won't be able to do it while it's wet. And do not use a magic marker or a pen. It will soak up into the wood. Okay, so if you can help it. But anyway, what you want to do, it's the same thing. You want on the back side, you're going to go up here and you're going to try to separate these two. And come down like so, and let's lay this down. It's just a little safer that way for me. And the other thing I want to teach you is when you're going from edge, like from one edge to the other, alright, you want to be careful with trying to pull your knife to get to the opposite edge where it's about to fall off. Okay, that's where you end up cutting yourself a lot of times and slipping. What you want to do is go on the edge, take your knife, cut towards the center, turn your piece around and do the same thing on the other side, just like so. Or lay it on a table and you can cut all the way across a little more safely. Okay, but I usually go one half, turn it around, go to the other half. And that should be pretty well the same depth on both sides when you do this. And you notice we're going to have to cut a little bit of this portion off. So you want to be careful because this stuff can snap because the grain is running, right? See how the knife is? That's the way the grain is running. So up here it's very easy to knock this portion off. And if you end up doing that, folks, all you need is some crazy glue. We'll do it. Put it back together for you. Alright? So if you happen to knock it off, don't get panicky. You can repair it. Alright? So we're going to go back here. We're going to just try to get the same amount off on either side. This is the tricky part because it's eyeballing it, turning it around and taking a little bit more off. And we're just trying to get it square right now. Just like that. You see that? Now there's too much on this side over here. So we're going to try to trim some of this out. Okay, you don't want to go too far to the bottom, just the middle portion. Alright, and again you're going to cut some off at the top, turn it over. This is the bottom part of that second blade, and you're going to take your knife, and I use the push method a lot, or the pull method. It's a great way to control your knife. Okay, so we're trying to get that all even, and once we get that all evened up, we'll be ready to go here. Alright, looks good. We're getting there. You see how it's starting to come together a little bit, okay? See how I'm trying to separate the same distance. Now this is hanging over, so you work it on both sides until you get that out exactly where you need it. Alright, go back here until they match. Well, I do it until they match. You don't really have to. You could probably leave it like this, but I like them, if they happen to see the knife from the side, that it looks like it's definitely one behind the other. Okay, So that's just my way of doing it. So I'll show you how I do it. You can stop at this point if you want and wait. If you'd rather not go that route, that's entirely up to you. So I'm taking a look at it. This will take me a little while to figure, going back and forth on this. But when I get to that point, I'll be back to show you how to round up the bottom, how to do the actual blades, and a couple of little things if you decide you want to take it a step further. Okay, we'll be right back.